Alright, I have here a few extra practice problems just on using dimensional analysis and conversion factors. You may see this box with the conversion factors. It may look recognizable. It's the same list we've had before. The only difference is I got rid of some of the conversion factors having to do purely with the metric system. Okay, so those metric system conversions involving the milli, the centi, and the kilo, you're absolutely responsible for. So that's something that you're going to have to know. Alright, just to give you a couple examples here, I'm going from quarts to mLs. Convert the 0.065 quarts, okay, over to milliliters. Alright, so apologize, this pen's giving me some issues. I'm going to start off here with my 0.065 quarts. And I need to get the milliliters, so I'm in, hopefully you can see these are volume units. I'm going to be in the volume box here. And I can do this one fairly quickly in a couple of steps. Actually, I could do this in several different options. I could go from quarts to gallons, gallons to liters, liters to milliliters, or I can use the top one here and go to quarts to liters right off the bat. Alright, so we're going to get rid of the English system here. 1.06 quart is in 1 liter. Mild sense of satisfaction quarts are gone. And then this is the metric system you're absolutely responsible for. In 1 liter, there are 1,000 milliliters. Alright, we've successfully went from the unit of quart to the unit of milliliters. And I didn't run these through a calculator. I don't have my calculator on me, but I did convert them online. And I got 61.5 ml. Alright, we should really go to 2 digits, so 62 or 61 would be appropriate. So 62 mLs. Okay, first step, we got to the metric system. Second step, we used our metric conversions. Again, we could have done this one in an extra step by going through gallons, but we didn't really need to. Alright, that was one that involved English metric conversion. And it looks like this one does as well. 48,000 milligrams to pounds. Okay, we're in the middle box here of mass. I need to end up in pounds. You can see pounds show up in quite a few steps here. I have the kilogram to pound ratio and the ounce to pound ratio and the ton to pound ratio and the gram to pound ratio. Doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to use the bottom one. Right? One of them, I believe the ton would not work out. There's a way to go from the ounces. It looks like the kilogram and the gram system here involving pounds. The two bottom ones would be our options. Okay, and I think the bottom one would be less steps. Okay, you have to just pick your path appropriately by looking ahead, basically. So I'm going from 48,000 milligrams. And I want to use this bottom one, but I can't use it just yet because this involves grams, and I'm in milligrams. So I have to use my milli relationship. And there is 1,000 milligrams in 1 gram. Okay, 1,000 to 1, only the centi has 100 involved, and you have to know which one gets the bigger number, the 1,000. And it's always the smaller one. The smaller one gets the bigger number, the large one gets the singular. Because again, one big is equal to 1,000 or multiple smalls. So just slow down when you're doing the metric conversions, and that makes life a little easier. I'm now ready to use the English metric conversion with the 454 grams. Alright, that's going to go on the bottom in order to cancel. 454 grams, and that is in 1 pound. Grams are gone. Grams are gone. And, excuse me while I run these numbers. It's basically, you can just look up and see that that is basically 48 divided by 454. And when you do that, you get 0.105. Okay, or 0.11 if you do appropriate rounding. So my answer to this one is 0.11 pound. I apologize for not having much space. This tablet is not as neat as the other one I have. Okay, so again, in summation, I first used my metric system to get over to grams, and then the one off the table here, grams to pounds. Again, I'm very, very concerned that we know the thousands to one and the hundreds to one. Alright, those ones were a little involved because they involve the English metric changeover. These next two are a little different. They're within the metric system. Okay, I need to go from centimeters to meters. More specifically, 343.4 centimeters over to meters. And hopefully you can see this is just a one-stepper. Centi, 100. It's 100 to 1. And multiple smalls make up a whole. Okay, parts make whole. The smalls make up one whole. So the 100 goes to the centimeter. Cancels out. And what do we have here? It looks like 3.434 meters. Okay, basically 343.4 divided by 100. Okay, not so bad, one step. Next, I have a conversion here. I'm going to go from 9,454. Alright, the decimal point doesn't exist. 0.4. And those are millimeters, millis. And I want to go to kilometers or kilometers. Well, 9,454.4 millimeters. I see milli and I instantly think, let's get out of it. 1,000 millimeters in a meter. Again, some of us in the class would know how to go from millimeters to kilometers in one step. All right, you're far smarter than I am. I would never think that way because it's too much to think about. I like to do it in baby steps. All right, I'm in meters right now. I want to get to kilometers or kilometers, so now I have to make the next move. There's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. All right. Mild sense of satisfaction, get rid of meters. We're in kilometers, it's the last unit standing. That's our answer. Okay, so we're in kilometers. And also point out, whenever you're dealing with back-to-back hundreds or thousands, okay, usually it's thousands, they're either going to be both in the numerator or both in the denominator, or else you made a mistake. Okay, so this is a good time to see that we have 1,000 and 1,000 both on the bottom. So looks like we did this one right, and I'm going to say that the answer is 0.0094, and I'm running out of space, of course. Should I write a little smaller here? Hopefully you can see where this is going. Alright, it's going to be 0.009454. 454 Apologize for the sloppiness, but you get the point. You divide by 1,000 once, gets you to 9,000. I'm sorry, 9.4544. Divide by 1,000 again, gets you to 0.0094544. Of course, you can do that in your calculator, and you don't have to trust your instincts as much. But it's always nice if you could do it in your head, or if you could at least double check your answer in your head. All right, so I have 0.0094544. It's a little sloppy, but I've said it many times. All right, notice that outcome are metric conversions that will be scribbled off from here on out.